Hey, Battle Bill, here with another video, getting into some more Season 8 Go Battle League battles. These battles taking place in the Great League, specifically in the Great League Remix meta. So, I was gone for a week. I was hoping after that last video I put out that when I went to Florida, I was going to be able to get out content. Internet in Florida was actually garbage, so I was not able to create any content to then put out, but I'm back. Now, I feel like I've said this for like the past 20 videos, the content grind is back on. And of course, that last video did really well. And I hate to ask for the same thing that I asked for in the last video because it's hell obnoxious to be asking so much, because obviously I appreciate the heck out of like, comments, and subscribes as always. But I really think there was some method to the madness of the whole unsubscribing and resubscribing thing, because if you literally check my prior videos, that last video's views blew the other ones out of the water. So like, don't mind, it really helps support the channel. I know it's really weird. Unsubscribe or resubscribe, and then resubscribe, be greatly appreciated. Or just go check the button to make sure you are subscribed, or like, you know, just a like and a comment. The usual support, always greatly appreciated. And hopefully now we can get back into the algorithm and stay there. But then again, it's also towards the end of the Great League Remix meta, so it probably isn't the best time to be getting out content. But regardless, we're back on the grind, and that is what we are going to be doing today. So we got a submission from a fellow PvPer of the community by the name of Keto. You've seen him before. I've shoutcast his battles quite a bit because he gives me that spice content. And today, our spice pick is going to be Shadow Crobat, but there's not just one spice pick. We got a little Shadow, oh, you can't even see that because the mic's there. We got some Shadow Kanto Ninetales, and he's running them in some Go Battle League battles. We have about 10 of them, so let's see how well he is able to perform with this team comp of Shadow Crobat, Abomasnow, and Shadow Kanto Ninetales. Let's see what kind of matchups we run it into, and let's see if maybe it has any play. Let's get into these battles. Keto, thank you so much for the submission. And in the first match, we have Crobat on a Alolan Raichu lead. So again, as you notice, Elo a little bit low for these battles, but again, depending on the matchups we're going to run into, may or may not have actual plays. You may or may not see that Pokemon a lot in your current Elo rating. Alolan Raichu, not really what I'm seeing too much, but he was able to get a shield with that Poison Fang, really big play. Did not have to shield yet, but that Alolan Raichu does have a bunch of energy. He then swaps to the Abomasnow, probably trying to catch a move, and then they swap into a Superior. Not exactly the move to try and counter an Abomasnow. They do have Aerial Ace, which is super effective, but Aerial Ace does not get stabbed, and Aerial Ace is also a trash move. So he was able to flip switch, get a bunch of energy, and have shield advantage. So he's in an amazing spot right now. Unfortunately, Shadow Crobat really didn't do too much because of that, but he did get a shield from the Alolan Raichu, so that's pretty positive. And he has a bunch of energy for his Abomasnow on their Abomasnow, and now he has Kanto Ninetales in the back for the Alolan Raichu. Also, he wants to, can swap out of this and farm down with the Kanto Ninetales, but instead he swaps out of this in the Shadow Crobat and farms down there, and we scared away the Alolan Raichu with the Shadow Crobat. Talk about content in that first match. All right, let's get into the next one. We got Shadow Crobat on Escavalier. This is a pause lead. The counters are going to be double resisted. These air slashes are going to be neutral damage. Drill runs, a lot of the stuff that Escavalier is going to hit you with is going to be resisted, right? It's Mega Horn neutral. If they even have Mega Horn, they have Acid Spread, which is definitely resisted. The buffs it defends, but as you can see, these air slashes are actually chunking the heck out of the Escavalier. He throws a Poison Fang, which is going to be double resisted, but it still hits pretty hard, and then is able to farm down, wins a no shield. Crobat's got a bunch of health left on it, and honestly, Escavalier is a Pokemon that I do see quite a bit in Great League Remix battles. I see it as a lead. I'm running, I'll talk about my team a little bit, we'll definitely have a video on that soon, but with the lead that I use, I have run into Escavalier. I was like, what Pokemon am I talking about? Escavalier quite a bit. They come with Mantine. Mantine's a Pokemon I'll see a little bit in some Great League Remix battles. They go for a Bubble Beam. I guess he was expecting the Ice Beam there. Unfortunately, gets baited. His attack drops. He now swaps into his Abomasnow. They do not swap out, so whatever they have in the back probably isn't going to do too great against the Abomasnow. They're going to go for an Ice Beam here, which should hit for neutral. But again, Mantine, not the heaviest on the attack stat. Able to Powder Snow all the way down in a one shield situation. Their last Pokemon is Drapion. Drapion, quite the spice pick here. The Poison would be super effective against the Abomasnow, but this Abomasnow has so much energy. He's just out here spamming Weather Balls against the Drapion. They're going to try their best to Poison, sting him all the way down. He's not going to shield. Probably going to play the one shield with the Kanto Ninetales and finish off this Drapion for the second match. Plus, he has a shield. So he's gonna, well, obviously we gotta play this out. Drapion does have Aqua Tail, could hit for super effective, but Aqua Tail is not the most amazing move. Super effective and whatnot. Probably do a little bit of a chunk to Shadow Cancer Ninetales, but you know, not gonna do a big enough chunk to actually be worried about it. Probably could have kept the shield if you really wanted to. But that's GG in match number 2. So we've got Crobat lead against a Golbat lead getting into this next match. How is this one gonna play out? Well, we got what? Air Slash on Wing Attack? What are those feathers? That animation looks different to me. But I'm going to say that's Wing Attack. They got off the Poison Fang first. Wing Attack's a little bit spammier than Air Slash is. Air Slash, you can see, is doing more damage. Also, we have Shadow Crobat on regular Golbat, so that's part of it. But also gets the shield there from his Poison Fang, goes to the second one, and the defense is debuffed. This does not get the shield, but does a huge chunk to the Golbat. Swaps immediately, tries to catch the opponent lacking to Fire Spin down the Golbat. But they do get off a move. It's going to be a Poison Fang. It's going to lower the health of the Ninetales. And then they come in with the Jellicent. Jellicent, very popular mon in some Great League Remix battles. Not going to have an amazing matchup for this Kanto Ninetales here. Probably going to get bubbled down, which is not going to be very fortunate. Can at least get off a resisted Weather Ball here. It is coming from Shadow Kanto Ninetales, so this will hurt a bit. Gets the Jellicent into the red, going to get bubbled down. Probably comes in with the Abomasnow, knows exactly what he does. Does have to worry about the Shadow Ball. It's going to hit for neutral. It's going to hit pretty hard. Comes through. Does about 60% of the Abomasnow's health. Another Shadow Ball potentially coming through. Most Jellicents are running Ice Beam, Shadow Ball with the Bubble moveset. Well, Bubble is a fast move. Some are running Bubble Beam. Could have potentially been a Bubble Beam bait, but not very likely. Definitely seeing more Ice Beams and Shadow Balls there. But then they come in with Diggersby. Now, Diggersby does have Fire Punch, would be double super effective, but Diggersby's going to be taking a bunch of super effective damage from the ice. And then they try to catch a move on their Golbat, and that does not go well for the opponent. He's able to Powder Snow down. The Abomasnow has a bunch of energy now, tries to get to the energy ball, figures he's going to get outpaced, decides to swap to catch on the Crobat. Fire Punch is going to come through. Fire Punch does quite a chunk. Worried about potentially getting Mud Shot down here. Only can throw Poison Fangs in this situation. They're going to be resisted. Going to get Mud Shot down, but here's a positive. They didn't Mud Shot down. They should have Mud Shot down with the Air Slash of taking it down. Maybe defense debuff, but Abomasnow definitely wins CMP, and he has a Weather Ball now. So the fact that he got off any damage from the Crobat was perfect because of the fact that the Abomasnow left with the Weather Ball. Really well played, even though it was not able to get to that energy ball that would have taken out Diggersby at that health that it was at. Was able to save a Weather Ball. Y'all just see what happened here? Y'all see what happened? He queued up for a match in this next one. The game crashed, and we're keeping this in for a reason. He's still in this match. Look at how much damage his Crobat has taken. The Blastoise is at a Hydro Cannon. Ice Beam. They didn't need Ice Beam there. Could have definitely thrown Hydro Cannon. He safe swaps in to Abomasnow here. Another Charger is going to come through. This should be an Ice Beam because this would be neutral. It is going to be an Ice Beam. This Blastoise had energy for months, for years after that crash. And then they come in with Munchlax. He throws an Energy Ball, hits for the neutral damage, does about a third of Munchlax's health. Munchlax, not a Pokemon I'm seeing a bunch of in Great League Remix battles. Neither am I seeing too many Blastoises. But this is still an insane match that you have to play from behind on because of the fact that his game crashed and that Blastoise had a bajillion energy, and his only Pokemon now left is a Fire type, and he still has to deal with the super effective water damage from the Blastoise. And shielded that, building up all this energy, farming the Munchlax all the way down. The opponent still has 2 shields. That Blastoise doesn't have energy anymore, which is a positive because they threw 2 Ice Beams, because that's how much energy they were able to build up from his game crashing. But gets a Weather Ball off, does not get the shield, comes in with the Crobat. This is not looking great. Throws a Poison Fang, gets the shield on the Poison Fang on a Steel type. I mean, I know that could have been a Shadow Ball, but bro, what? They shielded the double resisted Poison Fang from Crobat. They throw the Flash Cannon there. He's over farming a bunch. Defense is debuffed. They do still have another shield. Do they protect the Registeel, or do they let it get Weather Ball down? No. Oh my god, they shielded it. He throws another Weather Ball. This should take out the remaining health. How much energy does that Blastoise have? Because the Registeel was debuffed. Is he going to get to... He gets to the Psyshock in time to take out the Blastoise's remaining health. They probably and definitely should just let the Registeel go down there and then just left that shield for the Blastoise. Definitely some misplays, but you know what? Keto had to fight back from having his game crash. So he deserved that. Let's get into the next one. We got Crobat on a Mudshot Stunfisk lead. Mudshot Stunfisk. So doesn't have to worry about the discharges. I'm sure this discharge is probably in one shot. Almost. But it does not. So he's going to be able to get off a Shadow Ball here, which could potentially threaten the shield. I'm sure the Shadow Ball, even though it's neutral, it's going to hit Stunfisk pretty hard. Thankfully, because it's Mudshot, can't get Mudshot farmed down. And there was a nice CMP tie, so we can let the Crobat go down here. So Crobat not being too helpful in this next match. Abomasnow is going to have to carry. Coming in with that super effective ice damage. They swap into Machamp. So he pivots into his Kanto. Ninetales, they're going to go for a charge move. This should be a cross shot. He decides a shield, needs to protect his Kanto Ninetales here because the Machamp's going to be dealing heavy, super effective damage from the Machamp onto the Abomasnow. Now the opponent's lagging. That's a lot of lag there. Did not realize this match was super laggy here. Very unfortunate. That'll probably win key to the match. Do they even... Oh, they just completely lagged out of this one. Oh, we're going to sit through it because I have no way of... fast forwarding when I do my shoutcast live. As you can see, Twitch chat's over there, so you know. Also, I'll use this time to this lag-filled match. If you're not already following me on Twitch, if you want to see all my battles, you want to see my legend push, you want to see what teams I'm using to try and have success with and what other teams I'm using to spice it up, a link to my Twitch is in the description. Highly recommend you drop in a follow. Hey, Keto's in chat right now. I'm shoutcasting his battles. Keto, don't apologize. It's a great time for me to advertise. Look at that, see? 5 head rhymes. But we'll sit through this. What is their last Pokemon? That's a real question. I don't think Keto would have won this one if the lag didn't happen. Last one is Gengar. Well, maybe. This is quite the team. Weather Ball's going to one-shot Gengar from Shadow Kanto Ninetales. But yeah, so come drop a follow on Twitch. It's free, and you'll get notifications, and I'm pretty much battling every day there. So highly recommend it. Also, one other thing. Pokemon Unite's coming out, and I know a lot of other Pokemon Go PvP YouTubers are hopping on the Pokemon Unite train. I'm probably going to be joining that train, honestly, but I'm going to definitely be putting out PvP content also. Try my best to manage everything. I obviously haven't been doing a great job of that the past few months, but I'll be on my grind, and I'm going to do my best. All right, get into this next battle. Very positive lead there. They then swap into an Empoleon, and he doesn't really have a great answer for Empoleon because Abomasnow does well, but a lot of it's, you have to land the energy balls for neutral damage, and then Empoleon has super effective drill pecks. And then he comes in with the Kanto Ninetales. Wait, what? Wait a minute. This Empoleon has a bunch of energy. The Fire Spins are going to be neutral. He got a Fire Spin through there. They're at 2 Hydro Cannons. He's going to shield both of them. Is he going to be able to Fire Spin this all the way down? Is that what he's trying to do here? Is he going to Fire Spin this all the way? No, there's no way. Oh, yeah. No. I was wondering how that was going to work. I didn't think it was going to work. And then they have Scizor. Woof. We are seeing quite the matchups here. Loving it. They shield. Oh my god. They shield. I kind of understand that shield as much as it was a double resisted Poison Fang. I definitely want to shield that because of the fact that, like, they needed to protect their Machamp from getting slaughtered by that Crobat. And it worked out by the opponent. That was, wow. That was very unfortunate. Empoleon in the back gives his team a hard time. I think he probably should have swapped into Abomasnow right away, but it's still not the most amazing matchup in the world. But I think that was his only real pivot there. Couldn't really stay with Crobat because all that neutral damage was hurting Crobat a lot. So against this next one, we see one of the most beautiful shinies in the game in the form of Obstagoon in the lead. They throw a move, and then they swap into their own Drapion. And because that Drapion's stuck, he is going to go for a Poison Fang from his Crobat. So we can debuff it, then swaps into the Abomasnow, caught which should be a not Poison Fang, an Aqua Tail because of how quickly the Drapion decided to throw. Going to definitely spam as many Weather Balls as possible. This should only be an Aqua Tail too. That was pretty quick. Gonna be a Crunch or a Sludge Bomb? Crunch. Oh, okay. Poison Sting as a fast move for Drapion does generate energy pretty quickly, so I was definitely fooled a little bit. He overfarms a bunch there and unfortunately plays into what looked like a CMP loss or a turn differential loss because Poison Fang must have been a quicker move. I think it's, what, 2 turns compared to Powder Stone's 3 turns? I could be wrong on that one, but it looked like turn differential. Then undercharges that because of the way that CMP tied, and then decides to Powder Stone down to get some additional energy. The Obstagoon comes back, and this is going to counter down the Abomasnow, but at least he gets off a Weather Ball there. Could be helpful, but now the Goon has some energy. Question is, how much energy does this Crobat have? Has enough to get to another Poison Fang. This should get a shield here. Does not. And he swaps. Catches the move. Should be a Night Slash. Gonna do a bit of a chunk because it's still Shadow Kanto Ninetales. then their last Pokemon is Nidoqueen. Ooh, this match, unfortunately, not looking too great unless the opponent does not know that Shadow Kanto Ninetales has access to Psyshock. That is his win condition here. But he decides to go for the bait. I don't think that was gonna. I don't think he's getting to enough moves to get the shields. The opponent does know that Kanto Ninetales can hurt Nidoqueen. So good play on his end, I guess, going for the Weather Ball, and good play on their end for the shield. Charge Room comes through, going to be a Poison Fang. Nidoqueen's just going to straight Poison Fang. Honestly, if you wanted to potentially have a chance of pulling this one out, which is not very likely, not going to happen, he should have let the first Poison Fang go through, because then after that, he's debuffed. They get to another Poison Fang, and technically does more damage. Like, they're getting the 2 no matter what there. But overall, wasn't going to be in an amazing spot, because honestly, if that's the first one go through, he would have been dead regardless by the time the second one generated. But anyhow, GG's in that match. And do we have more? We do have more. All right, let's get into the next one. He's going up against Eclipse. We got Shadow Crobat on another Golbat lead. In a lot of, family feuding, family fighting up in here. But again, I'm pretty sure it's Wing Attack. Wing Attack on Air Slash, which explains again why Crobat's being out generated in energy. Getting to the Poison Fangs fast. He decides to let the first one come through. He is over farming a little bit to try to potentially trick them into thinking that this is going to be the Shadow Ball so that they shields. Does get the shield, which is really nice, because the Poison Fang also debuffs, which is clutch. Another charge coming through from the Golbat. Is he going to let this come through? He decides to shield the second Poison Fang. Great play on his end. These Air Slashes are really hurting. They pull a swap to catch Poison Fang on their Ninetales. They're running a similar comp. Is it, the Zubat family and Ninetales, just the perfect combination of Pokemon here? Gotta come in with your own Ninetales in this situation, just because of the fact that Abomasnow coming in is going to take double super effective and get shredded. So, charge move coming through from the opposing Shiny. You get that extra Shiny damage. Kanto Ninetales, and he's going to just throw straight Weather Ball, because their Kanto Ninetales is pretty low on health, and that did quite a chunk. Defense was debuffed, even though it was resisted, and of course, Shadow Kanto Ninetales. They come back in with the Golbat. Probably going to let this come through. No, he's going to shield it. I probably would have let this come through to farm down the Golbat with the Abomasnow, but he's going to commit to farming down with the Ninetales, so not a bad play. Has a bunch of energy. Their last Pokemon is Mandibuzz, and this is not the worst and not the best. It would have been better if this Mandibuzz was running Snarl, but instead it's running Air Slash, which is going to be super effective from the Mandibuzz, and it's still going to get the Aerial Aces. So the question becomes, can he get it low enough, or at least get that shield, so that when the Ninetales comes in with the Weather Ball, it can take out and doesn't have to worry about being shielded or just not doing enough damage. So he gets a shield there. Powder Stones are doing quite a bit of damage. The Mandibuzz definitely has enough energy for a move, but he has a Weather Ball loaded up. Is this going to do enough damage to take out the Mandibuzz's remaining health? It does not. But wait, it wasn't at a move? It wasn't at a move! He got to the Fire Spin just in time. That is one of the positives of that being Air Slash, because it does not generate energy as well as Snarl. So that did work out. Worked out in the situation. Get into this next match. I know I've seen a bunch of Wigglytuff Charm leads, so running Shadow Crobat. If you're sick of running into Wigglytuff in the lead, Shadow Crobat is your Pokemon that's going to do really well. Poison Fang hit super hard. Gonna go for the Air Slash down in the no shield situation, and has energy left over. Obstacle comes in. These counters are going to be, what, triple resisted because of the, no, double resisted because of the poison typing and the flying typing, and was able to land. Well, wait, did I get a shield? He's gonna shield here. Did he just get a shield from a Poison Fang? He's got a shield from a Poison Fang. Woof. He's getting off another Poison Fang here. Now that the defense is debuffed, this one's gonna hit even harder, so they're gonna double shield it. They decide to double shield. That defense is really low, but I'm assuming whatever they have in the back must be super duper weak to Crobat, because they are overprotecting the heck out of their Obstagoon. He lets the Crobat go down because he has a shield. Obstagoon is super debuffed. Probably can shield this and commit to a Fire Spin down. That's what he's going to do. He's going to let it come through. He can let it come through and commit to a Fire Spin down also. Their last Pokemon is a Whiscash, and this is GG. This isn't even enough energy for a Blizzard. But they're throwing right away. That Mud Bomb, not going to do much. Poor Whiscash. My poor Mud Boy. My poor Mud Boy. The Energy Ball is coming through. Cash Daddy, no. And the Energy Ball one-shots it because it's a Water Ground type. And Abomasnow just comes through and sweeps. So Abomasnow doing a lot of heavy lifting on the team comp. Definitely fun to see the Crobat in action. I like when the Spice picks are ran in the lead because of the fact that, like, you get to see them in every matchup. It's a guarantee. In some of these situations, we haven't seen the Kanto Ninetales as much. This is a positive lead for the Crobat right here. They safe swap into Nidoqueen. He definitely should have swapped out, like, immediately into... Actually, maybe not. I guess with the Abomasnow, Abomasnow's going to take super effective also. So he throws the Poison Fang, doesn't get the shield. Chargement's going to come through. This should be an opposing Poison Fang, so it's good that they threw this now instead of over farming. So now he can safely go into a Bomb of Snow. At this point, I would have went into a Bomb of Snow because you're dealing super effective damage back and forth, and because the Nidoqueen is debuffed, that super effective damage is going to hurt even more from the Bomb of Snow. But instead, he decides to stay in with the Crobat, throws another Poison Fang here. Does not get the Nidoqueen low enough, but is he going to be able to Air Slash down? They simultaneously oh, what a matchup there. Between all the poison on poison damage. It's crazy, the resurgence of poison in this season. You love to see it. Oh, and also the other reason, that's probably also the other reason why he didn't swap out. Serperior has literally 0 play against this entire team comp. Serperior is getting slaughtered by this, and that. So the Serperior can keep on running. It's not going to be able to hide here. Not that I'm seeing too many Serperiors either in this meta, but, you know, we're running into some of the craziest stuff here, and it's making for some solid content. Just battles, you know, sit back, relax, enjoy. See how some matchups go that you probably would never see in any other metas, regardless. So, comes in with the Kanto Ninetales after the Porygon landed a Tri-Attack on it that debuffed it. Thankfully, that Tri-Attack did not debuff, but I'm going to assume the opponent's going to quit at this point. I don't see Serperior's Frenzy Plant or Aerial Ace or Leaf Tornado doing the job of taking care of this Ninetales. Most definitely did not. Did have the remaining health. I'll give it props, but like it's resisted, and it was against, you know, a Shadow Ninetales, and then they decided to quit just as they were getting to the last Weather Ball, which would have slaughtered the Serperior for that match. Oh, it's over. Oh, I left the pre-screen up. Oh, that was smart of me. I usually like hide. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too much in the details, but either way, that was definitely the last battle. As you could tell, it's stuck like that on purpose. That was the last battle. Those were about like 10. So yeah, Kido, first and foremost, thank you so much for sending the content through as always. His link to his Twitch will be in the description of this video. I can English, I hope, maybe. Again, took a week off. I'm gonna be a little rusty again. Hopefully, you know, this rust doesn't last too much longer. Battle Bilge is permanently rusty when you shoutcast. Maybe that's just what it is at this point. But I highly recommend you go and check out his channel on Twitch too, because my man runs the craziest stuff. So you're wondering why some of the battles were a little all over the place. It's because he's running some of the spiciest spice. You want to see some amazing spice live? I highly recommend you check out his channel. Let me know what you thought of the battles. Let me know what you thought of Pokemon. If you run anything crazier than this or as crazy as this and had success with it, I'd love to know about it. And I already thanked Kido, but I'm going to thank him again. And I'm going to thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it so much. And if you don't mind, again, I can't stress it enough so we can try to sneak our way back into that YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really means a lot, and it's free, and I can't thank you enough for it. It really helps considering I'm just trying to grind content, and it takes a lot of effort at the end of the day. So it really means a lot to me. So on that note, I will see you all in the next video.